everybody, this is Mara the Reading Hedgehog with my March 2015 book haul. I have hauled 23 books this month. I started out really good, and then there were a bunch of book sales that I went to, but I didn't actually spend that much money, so I'm still very proud of myself. So, I will jump straight into this with the books that were given to me, books that are new, and books that are also new releases, and then all the used books I bought. So the first book that was given to me is Clockwork Fairy Tales, a collection of steampunk fables by a bunch of different authors. This is actually a very, very belated Christmas present from one of my friends, and I'm really, really looking forward to reading these. I love steampunk and I love short stories, so I'm really looking forward to reading this. And thank you again, Catherine, so much for getting this for me. I'm really, really looking forward to reading it. Then some books that I bought that are new but not new releases are The Princess Bride by William Goldman. This is an illustrated edition. It is abridged, but William Goldman abridged it, so I'm okay with that. But it's got some awesome illustrations, and so I went ahead and bought it because I need a hardcover copy of The Princess Bride, and who can turn down a illustrated copy? I mean, seriously. That's just, you can't. Then I bought Authentic Beauty by Leslie Luddy. This is not really a self-help book, but kind of a book that teaches you how to grow into yourself and stuff like that. I read this like years and years ago when I was a teen, and I kind of wanted to reread it just to see what I thought of it now that, you know, I'm older and my viewpoint and stuff has changed, and just I thought it'd be kind of fun, so I got it. And the new releases this month, I got The Whispering Trees by J.A. White. This is the second book in the Thickety series. I think it's going to be a series. It might be a trilogy. But this is the second one. And my sister is right in the middle of reading it and really enjoying it so far. So this picks up where the first book, which I can't remember the name of, but the first book in the Thickety series left off, and really looking forward to reading this one. Next, I bought Sorceress by Claudia Gray. This is the third and final book in the Steadfast trilogy, or is it just the Spellcaster trilogy? So I'm really looking forward to reading this and seeing how this series wraps up. Next, I bought Vanishing Girls by Lauren Oliver because I have all of Lauren Oliver's other books, and so I figured I might as well buy her newest one. And after reading Delirium, I'm really looking forward to reading more of her books because I really like Lauren Oliver's writing style. And then I bought Mark of the Thief by Jennifer A. Nielsen. This is the first book in her newest series, which, what are you called? You aren't telling me. I don't remember the name of the series, but Jennifer A. Nielsen, her last series was the Ascendance trilogy, The False Prince, The Runaway King, The Shadow Throne. I really, really liked this series, so I'm really looking forward to reading this one. All I know about it is that it takes place in ancient Rome. I think it follows a slave or gladiator, a slave, and he ends up finding some kind of magic item. And it seems like fantasy isn't done very often in the ancient world, especially Rome, so I'm really looking forward to seeing how she pulls that off. And then finally, I bought K9 by Rohan Gavin. This is the second book in the Nightly and Sun series. I had the first book and I bought the second one so I can read both of them at the same time. Really looking forward to that one. And then finally, all of my used books that I actually bought today, March 27. There were 2 used book sales going on today, and then I stopped by a used bookstore because I had time in between both book sales, so I stopped at a used bookstore. And the first book I bought was The Black Arrow by R.L. Stevenson. This is just a cute, tiny pocket size, and I love pocket size, and I'm trying to collect all the classics, so I went ahead and picked this up. And then I bought Murder at the Vicarage by Agatha Christie, because I actually don't have any Agatha Christie books, and everything at the used book sales were like 50 cents to $2, so I couldn't pass anything up. Then I bought a Connecticut Yankee in King Arthur's Court by Mark Twain, and this copy actually is illustrated. I love illustrations in my books. I'll never outgrow them. Then I bought The Seer and the Sword by Victoria Hanley, which is the first book in a really old trilogy that I never finished, but I really remember liking this one. It's fantasy, and so I went ahead and bought this, and I do plan on finding the other books and buying them and reading this entire series. Go away, mouse. Go. Go! My cat is bothering me. And I also bought Blood Will Tell by Agatha Christie. Again, just it was there, and I want to collect some Agatha Christie books, so I will read them. Next, I bought The Casual Vacancy by J.K. Rowling. This is, I think it was her first adult novel. I got it a long time ago when it first came out and intended on reading it from the library. I never got around to doing it, so I just went ahead and bought this, and maybe someday I'll get around to it. Probably not, but I'm hopeful. Then I bought Lavinia by Ursula K. Le Guin. I'm sure one of you guys will correct me. It seems to be YouTube commentators' favorite pastimes in correcting YouTubers on how to pronounce things. I have read this before. It's kind of a retelling of the Aeneid, and I remember really liking it, so I went ahead and bought it. Then I bought all 4 of Dan Brown's books because they were there, and I do want to read all these, and so I bought them. So first we have Inferno, which is the 4th book in his series. The Lost Symbol, which is the 3rd one. I know I'm doing these backwards. The Da Vinci Code, which was actually published first, but chronologically is the 2nd book in the series. And then Angels and Demons, which is the 1st one chronologically, and this is actually the only one I ever was interested in reading, but they were all there, so I figured why not get all of them. And then I bought Broken Song by Catherine Lasky, which I have never read, but all of Catherine Lasky's books are essentially on my TBR, so this was there for 50 cents, so I bought it. Then I bought... come here. Next, I bought Smoke Mountain by Aaron Hunter. Aaron Hunter. This is the 3rd book in the Seeker series. I'm collecting all of Aaron Hunter's books so I can finally read all of them, which is probably not going to happen anytime soon. Then I bought No Place for Magic and A Princess Among Frogs by E.D. Baker. I think this is book 4 and this is book 8 in her Frog Princess series. And I'm trying to buy all of these so I can read her series. They're middle grade, and they're kind of silly. I've read a couple of her books. They're, nothing hugely special, but they're fun. You can probably see my cat. So, I'm just buying them as I find them, because they'll be fun. Then I bought Forever in Blue by Anne Brashares. This is the 4th book in the Sisterhood of Traveling Pants series. I don't have any others, but I did decide to make it one of my goals this year to read all of the entire Sisterhood of Traveling the Sisterhood of Traveling Pants series this summer because I've heard good things about it. One of my friends really, really likes it, and she said that they're fun, fluffy reads, and I would really enjoy them. So I want to read them all this summer, so I went ahead and picked this one up. Then I got Linger by Maggie Stiefvater, the 2nd book in the... It's called the Shiver Trilogy, but the series actually has an official name, and I can't remember what it is. This is probably the only series of Maggie Stiefvater's I haven't tried reading. I tried reading her Fairy Queen series, and I didn't like it. But I've heard mixed things about the Shiver Trilogy, but I'm willing to give it a try. So I went and got the 2nd book, because it was available. Then I bought The Truth About Forever by Sarah Dessen. I'm collecting Sarah Dessen's books, and someday I will read all of them. When I feel like picking up a fluffy chicklet, I've heard Sarah Dessen is perfect for those kind of moods. So I went ahead and picked up another book, because it was used and cheap. And then finally, I bought Bloodline Rising by Katie Moran, which is the second book in the Bloodline. I think it's duology. I read Bloodline a very long time ago. I remember liking it. I have not read the second one yet, but I'm going to. And again, it was really cheap, so I was gonna figure I might as well buy it. Yeah, and I'll probably have to buy the first one before I read this one because I don't remember what happens. So those are all the books I bought in March. April should be an interesting book haul because I have new releases to get, and then I'm actually going to Nashville at the end of April to meet the YA author Sharon Cameron. She wrote The Dark Unwinding and Spark Unseen, and her newest book, Rook, is coming out, and she invited me to the launch party she's having there at Parnassus Books. And I'm sure I will do some book shopping while I'm in Nashville. So I will see you guys with my March reading wrap up and my April TBR, and I hope you guys had a great month. Bye.